I am highly excited to welcome you to Writing Tips. My name is Joseph Jacob. In today's video, we are going to continue on the series on Concord. Today, we'll focus on when it is appropriate to use a plural verb. In our last video, we discussed extensively on when it is appropriate to use a singular verb in a sentence. Today, we are going to look at when it is appropriate to use a plural verb. The first situation when it is appropriate to use a plural verb is when we are using the pronoun I. Whenever we use I as the subject of our sentence, the verb in that sentence should be a plural verb. I have too much work to do. In this example, we didn't use has because I goes with a plural verb. In the second example, I have already set the plan in motion. So whenever we use I, the verb must be a plural verb. The second time when it will be appropriate to use a plural verb is when the subject is a plural subject. When we use words like we or they, automatically we know that those words are used when we are referring to more than one person. So when we use such words that depict plurality, it's right for us to use a plural verb as well. We are on our way. You can never say we is on our way because we connotes plurality, isn't it? Many persons. So we must go also with a plural verb are. The second example, they are traveling today. They is also referring to many persons. So are is the right verb to use, not is. Or the third situation when it is appropriate for us to use a plural verb is when we have individual subjects that are joined together with a coordinating conjunction and. In such situation, the coordinating conjunction makes the subject to become a plural subject. So we must use a plural verb as well. Haaland and De Bruyne are City's outstanding players. These are two individuals, but because they are joined together with a coordinating conjunction and, we go with a plural verb are. The second example, Sandra and Cynthia are friends. You cannot say Sandra and Cynthia is friends because you are referring to a plural subject, Sandra and Cynthia. The fourth situation when it is right for us to use a plural verb is when certain words are used to start a sentence. When we have words like a lot of, a number of, a large number of, and therefore whenever we see such expression, we should know that a plural verb is the right thing to use. A lot of guests are coming. A lot is one of such expressions that go with plural subject. So we are not surprised that guests, a plural form of guest, is used. So in that case, we go with are. So a lot of guests are coming. Number 2, a number of doctors have been invited to the conference. Number 3, a large number of voters were disenfranchised. Number 4, a lot of immigrants are in prison. Number 5, A large number of pupils have been vaccinated. So you will notice that the plural verbs are used in each of these sentences. The last situation when it is most appropriate to use a plural verb is when we are dealing with mandative subjective concord. When we use words like pray, suggest, and the rest of them, these words go with plural verb. I pray the court grant my request. Notice that grant, a plural form of grants, is used, despite the fact that court, which connotes singular, is used. The power is coming from the word pray. Example number 2. The board has recommended that the coach resign, not resigns. This power of using the plural verb in this sentence is because of the word recommended. Number 3. It has been suggested he leave the club, not he leaves the club, which is how it's supposed to be. It won't be that way because of the word suggested. So when we use words like pray, recommended, suggested, we use it alongside a plural verb. This is where the cookies crumble on today's video. Our next video will be still on concord, which will be the last. We'll focus on situations where we can use either a plural or a singular verb, depending on how the sentence is structured. Until then, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.